I know I hurt you, broke your world in two. But deep down in our silence, we both knew this was through. Our story's pages are turning to a final fading blue. There's no point in fighting the end, there's nothing we can do. A broken heart won't beat the same, can't outrun the pouring rain. A flower with no sun just fades away. So let's say goodbye to me and you today. We played our parts and did our best, held back our tears and put on a smile for the rest. Our friends and family saw the cracks behind our style. The final act is over, there's nothing left to do now. A broken heart won't beat the same, you can't outrun the pouring rain. A flower with no sun just fades away. So let's say goodbye to me and you today. So we'll stand in the ashes of what we once knew and watch as the fire of our love burns out of view. But a new sunrise will be there for both me and for you. We'll find new paths and find new hope, even though we're through. A broken heart won't beat the same, can't outrun the pouring rain. A flower with no sun just fades away. So let's say goodbye to me and you today.
Guys, welcome to Passport Plates. I'm your host, Sophia.
And I'm Adisa.
And we're here to talk about different kinds of foods and different cultures and where they came from and why people like it. So today we're talking about Dominican sushi.
Dominican sushi.
So Adisa told me about Dominican sushi, even though I saw some videos on my For You page, on my TikTok, on my Instagram. So tell us, what is Dominican sushi?
So essentially, for anybody that's not familiar with it, Dominican sushi is basically a fusion blend between the typical Japanese sushi that we all know, and is basically involving Dominican flavors into the Japanese sushi.
Wow. So I know in my culture, in Ecuador and Cuba, we have arroz con pollo, ropa vieja. We have different foods that include a lot of rice. So it's kind of easy to blend the two, right?
It is, honestly. I feel like it sounds more complicated than it actually is. We tend to use a lot of the flavors that we have in our main dishes, like you said, rice, avocado, chicken, sweet plantains. So it's not pretty much that big of a difference from our typical plate. It's just that it's in a form of a sushi. So we roll it up, with white rice, seaweed, and use sauces that come from Japanese culture. And yeah, it's basically a fusion of both of them.
Wow, sounds delicious. So you went to a food truck, right?
Yeah.
And you tried some, and we will insert some pictures here now. Wow, that food looks crazy
Too
good.
good. Too
Crazy
good.
good. So, explain the history behind the DR and Japan. It seems like totally different
Yeah,
countries.
so it's something that not many people are familiar with, and it's been recently brought up to the light more about where this Japanese and Dominican culture blend, like where is it coming from, where did the idea occur, and something that a lot of people don't know is that during the 1950s through 60s, we did have a group of Japanese people migrate over to the Dominican Republic for their settlement programs. And once they landed in the country, they kind of stayed in around the town, you know, and they formed their families and they reproduced and they kind of grew their own community.
Wow.
So it's something that not a lot of people know about, and this is kind of where they brought in a lot of their flavorings over from Japan, and they had to mix it with flavorings that we had back in DR, and kind of like where this idea came from. So it's really interesting. Not a
Yeah.
lot of people know about that.
That is
And
interesting.
yeah, it just goes to show you how, you know, little stuff like that can create food.
Yeah, great food too. It looks
Love it.
delicious.
Good
And you know, the DR and Japan have very similar things about them. Like they're both islands.
Yeah, exactly.
They're both very into the same kind of culture.
Yeah.
They both eat fish, right? Do you guys eat fish?
Yeah, we do eat fish.
Yeah, because they're both islands. I mean, you kind of have to eat fish,
Yeah,
right? But what are some different types of things you guys share? Maybe like sports or music,
I
maybe?
would say, in terms of sports, we are very big on baseball. Obviously, like if you're keeping up with the World Series is 2026, you know that we didn't play directly against Japan, but both Japan and the Dominican Republic participated in the World Class Series, World Baseball Series, and it was honestly so interesting to watch and interesting to see how two completely different cultures, literally from the other side of the world, can kind of share something that they both love and bring that together and bring people together and their culture and their food together.
Wow.
So,
That sounds
pretty
crazy.
interesting.
So you went to one of these games, maybe?
I did. I went to two of them. So I went to the one against Nicaragua and the one against Korea.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get a chance to go to the one from Japan and Venezuela, but all I can say is that both teams are great. They have great players, and I love it.
Wow, that really goes to show you like what kind of things we share, even from across the world. Like
Yeah.
Korea and Japan are in Asia,
Exactly.
and the DR is in the Caribbean,
Exactly, yeah.
and Venezuela is in South America. So I want to jump into the food again. So
Yeah.
like, what kind of foods are popular in your culture? Like the DR, I know I'm Ecuadorian and Cuban's not far off, you
Yeah.
know. But what are some special types of flavors or specific foods you guys like, maybe, or dishes?
We have a lot. We have in terms of street food, we have things such as yaroa. If you guys are not familiar with what yaroa is, it's basically like loaded fries in a
Wow.
way. So you get potatoes and you get cheese and your choice of meat, whether it's like chicken or beef, and you layer it with a mixture of mayo cachu, which is mayo and ketchup, and it's like a blend of all those things together, and it's so good. So that's one of our like main dishes. Then we have mango, which is nothing new to nobody.
Yeah.
I feel like mango is like a main dish at this point.
That's
Con los
true.
tres golpes, so it comes with like salami and fried cheese and onions. What's another dish? I feel like we have a lot of dishes.
Yeah. Do you have any fried, maybe? Any fried dishes?
Fried, yaniqueques. Yaniqueques. So yaniqueques and empanadas are not that far off. Your yaniqueques is basically like the dough that you make empanadas with, except you don't fill it up with anything. You just fry it like as a circle, as it is. Kind of like fried dough, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So for fried food, I would say that. I would say chicharrones too. Chicharrones with a little lemon, lime on top. So good.
So good.
And yeah.
Those are delicious. So I know my favorite is fried plantains.
Yes.
I think you mentioned something about that being in the sushi. sushi, and I'm really excited to try that.
Yeah.
Is there any Dominican sushis that you liked from the food truck?
Yeah, so I visited a couple food trucks, and a lot of there's actually a spot dedicated towards Dominican sushis down in Miami. But for this food truck that I went to, I would have to say my favorite thing off the menu was this sushi roll called De Lo Mio, and it's basically like a sushi that comes with salmon and then mango pieces on top, and it comes with cream cheese and crab meat and all this stuff. But I think my favorite part was kind of like that mixture between the mango and the salmon. That's my number one choice. And then my second choice is one that comes with plantains on top, sweet plantains. So I forgot specifically what the name is, but it comes with plantains, chicken, avocado, cream cheese. It comes with eel sauce. It's so good.
That sounds like a classic Latin dish to me.
Yeah.
Without being rolled up into like a sushi roll.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I want to try some.
Yes.
Hopefully we can bring some into the
Yeah, of
studio
course.
someday. But okay, so why should people try some Dominican sushi instead of like regular sushi, you know?
So I feel like my favorite thing about Dominican sushi is the fact that it's so approachable.
Yeah.
Like if you're somebody that doesn't like to eat raw seafood or
yes.
anything that's not cooked, then Dominican sushis are for you because they it's cooked.
Yes.
It's cooked. Like the majority of the items or the the sushis on there on the menu are gonna be cooked. So it's something you if you don't like raw seafood or whatever, you can definitely try that. The salmon will be cooked. If they put shrimp in there, it's also gonna be cooked. I feel like it's also very familiar, like we were talking about, to the Caribbean and Latino community because it involves so much of the ingredients that we're already familiar with. So it can be something for if you're somebody that doesn't really like to expand their palate in that way, and you're not sure whether something's gonna taste good or not, and just kind of want to stay like to what's familiar. That's something you can also try because it's using what you already eat, just formed in a different way, and maybe adding one or two toppings in there from like Japanese culture.
Wow, that sounds
yeah.
really good. Like I'm a person that is not comfortable with raw fish, so that sounds like
Yeah.
something I would try. And especially in South Florida, there's a
Yeah.
huge Latin community, and I think most Latin people are kind of iffy about
exactly.
raw seafood, and some people haven't even tried sushi in general, and this
Yeah.
is like a great entryway to try different things in a style that you can also enjoy.
Exactly.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
predictable as well. You know, food is a great way to introduce yourselves to different cultures, and it's really easy as well to just eat, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to read a book, or you don't have to talk to different people. You could just order something off the menu.
Yeah.
And Dominican sushi sounds like a great idea since it's not raw, and it's familiar to the South Florida community.
So convenient.
Yes, really convenient and really tasty. It sounds really tasty. Was it really tasty?
It was. I actually, so this is my first time going to this truck. I ordered my sushis. I ate it up in my car, and then I went back. And then I was like, I need to order again. So I ordered a second plate of sushi like the same night.
Was
so-
it the same plate?
No, it was different. I wanted to try something, off the menu. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be afraid to kind of venture out and try new food.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even if you don't know exactly what it is on the menu and you're kind of like, what is this? Eat it and then find out what it is.
Eat it and find out. That's great advice.
Yeah, as long as you're not allergic to anything. Make sure you're not allergic to anything.
Definitely.
And then eat everything on the menu.
We'll definitely do that. We should do a mukbang one day.
We should.
We were talking about that before we started recording. We should do an ASMR mukbang
ASMR.
for this channel specifically, and I think you guys would really like it as well.
If you guys want an ASMR of us eating, please like and subscribe.
Please like and comment.
And comment.
And comment.
And comment. Comment what you want us to try out. And comment what type of foods you guys like. And maybe we'll bring it on the show and test it out.
Yeah, we should test it out. We would love to hear you guys' advice and comments and suggestions. So please comment down below, and please let us know if you like this show. And also, I want to thank everybody for coming and watching the show with us. And anything else you want to to say?
Honestly, the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I cannot wait to talk about different cultures, different type of foods, and kind of venture out and see what's out there. So hopefully, sooner or later we can, start incorporating actual food into the show
Yes.
and make it more enjoyable for you guys. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for
Yes,
watching.
thank you again. And please join us next time for our show,
Passport plate.
Plates. Bye.
Bye.
It's